Hi Group 1, welcome to your reading. I hope you all are doing well, staying safe, and just taking it a day at a time. Today's reading, we are going to be looking at basically any advice from Spirit, anything Spirit can tell us regarding your feelings of being stuck or being lost at this time. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. But yeah, we're just going to see what Spirit has to say. If Spirit can give you any further clarity, if Spirit can give you any advice on how to move forward at this time, just whatever wants to come through. So yes, let's see what is going on with Group 1. Your first oracle card here, we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So Group 1, I'm off the bat feeling like your health should be priority at this time. Spirit is telling you that right now you should be taking care of your body, whether that's eating healthily, exercising, practicing mindfulness, meditation, whatever the case may be. Spirit is definitely urging you to take better care of your body at this time, because for some reason I'm getting the sense that there's a journey that your soul wants to take or needs to take, but your physical health is not up to par right now. Some of you might be dealing with health issues right now. Others of you, your health might just be kind of on the back burner, or at least like taking care of your body and putting the intention of taking care of your body might not be your focus at this time. But I'm definitely seeing Spirit is telling you that needs to change. There's a journey that your soul is supposed to go on at this time or coming up very soon, but your body is not physically where it needs to be in order to sustain this journey, whatever it may be. For some of you, this may be pregnancy, I'm hearing. Some of you actually might be trying to get pregnant, and it might not, the journey so far might not be the easiest. So Spirit is definitely saying to take better care of your body if you can. Continue to honor your body, your mind, your soul, and this will further help you on your journey and to allow you to take those next steps in your journey if you're feeling lost or if you're feeling stuck right now. Okay, we are going to get some tarot. Let's see, Spirit, can you tap me into the energy of Group 1, the collective of Group 1? Let's see. Spirit, what advice do you have for Group 1 in regards to feeling lost or stuck? What advice do you have for Group 1? What can you tell Group 1? Okay, so we have the Lovers. What can you tell Group 1? We have the Empress. Okay, we got some major arcana. Major energies, Group 1. We have the Ace of Wands. Let's get one more, please, for Group 1. Feeling lost or stuck. Okay. And then we have the Hanged One. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Under that, the Five of Swords. Okay. I'm hearing that some of you might have gotten advice regarding something. You may have gotten some kind of advice. This could be like advice for your health. This could have been creative advice, really any kind of advice, but it feels like you don't want to take that advice with this Four of Cups. You don't want to hear what someone has to say when they're trying to help you. And for many of you, this is regarding your health, your physical health. And it's like you just don't want to hear it. It's like in one ear, out the other. You don't want to hear what people have to say or what this specific person has to say, even if it's a doctor, you know what I mean? I'm seeing you ignoring this advice, not accepting this advice, and this is holding you back at this time. With the Lovers here, I'm seeing that, well, with the Lovers and the Empress here, once again, I'm getting the sense that for some of you, there may be a bit of a struggle on the path of trying to conceive a child at this time, of trying to start a family at this time. Once again, this is Spirit urging you to take as good of care of your health and of your body as possible. If this has been a journey that you have been on for quite some time at this point, then I'm feeling like there's a need for you to change something up here with the Hanged One. There's a need for you to gain a new perspective. And part of this might be taking some advice that you may have heard, advice that you kind of just brushed off. You just kind of, pushed it to the side. You're like, that's crazy. I'm not going to follow that advice. Spirit is kind of just saying to think about it again, revisit that advice or that thing that you heard that someone told you to try and help you, because the answer actually might lie within that. Okay? For others of you, I'm seeing that you are really wanting to bring love into your life. You're really wanting to find a romantic partner at this time, and it feels like you've been wanting this for a long time, and it's like the right person just hasn't come in yet, so you're just feeling lost, you're feeling stuck, you're like, I don't know what else to do when it comes to finding love. Well, for one, once again, we have health over here. Take care of your health, take care of your physical vessel, okay? You can't really expect yourself to be able to put in the time and the energy into a successful relationship if you can't even take care of yourself, okay? For some of you, I'm hearing that this journey of taking care of your own health is almost like a test from Spirit and from the universe to see if you can have sort of the strength to stick with it, if that makes sense. Like you have, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's just like Spirit wants to see if you will be able to stick with some kind of routine here to better yourself. That way, the universe can know if you are truly ready for this long-term, serious, committed relationship. Group 1. And like I said, it feels like there's a journey that wants to come in here with this Ace of Wands. It feels like there's this new beginning, this new fiery, passionate, exciting beginning that wants to come in. But it's like you have to still take that initial step. You know what I mean? You can't just skip this part and go straight to the journey. You still have to put in that time and that work into that first initial step. And for some of you, this is going to require you to change the mindset, to change the way you think. For many of you, about your health, about your health, your physical health, about the things that you need to do or the things that you don't need to do. It's really about you taking the time to nurture yourself right now at this time. That's what's going to help you feel, or that's what's going to make you feel like you're not stuck anymore. That's what's going to kind of get the ball rolling here. And like I said, some of you, you've received some kind of advice, some kind of counseling, some somebody said something to you where you just kind of brushed it off because you thought it was crazy, or you just thought maybe it doesn't apply to you, it's not going to work, or maybe it just sounds really silly, whatever the case may be. And Spirit really wants you to revisit that, because there's at least some truth in what they have to say, and revisiting that is going to help you shift your mindset a little bit so that you can bring in this new journey here. But first and foremost, above everything else, like really taking care of your health at this time is going to be very, very important and very crucial. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell me? Let's get some more info here. Actually, I'm feeling like these cards are like going in a weird direction on the camera. I don't know what it is. Let's see, group 1, Spirit, group 1. What can you tell group 1 about feeling stuck or lost at this time? Oh, that was quick. So we have all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So with this card here, this is Spirit, once again, definitely telling you to change the mindset a little bit here. There's definitely a need for you to look back into yourself. And for, like I said, for many of you, this has to do with some kind of advice, some kind of knowledge that was given to you that you kind of just brushed off. You just kind of threw it to the back of your mind, and Spirit is telling you to revisit that. Turn your gaze within. There's a need for you to revisit whatever this knowledge is, this advice, and use that to help you shift your mindset just a little bit. This also will help you trust your intuition more. I'm feeling for some of you, your intuition might be a little bit off right now. So just changing that mindset a little bit will help you trust your intuition a little bit more. This card is also just saying to trust in yourself at this time. Some of you might be feeling like you can't trust yourself. You might be feeling like, and of course for some of you, like you might be thinking, of course I can trust myself. But deep down, you don't really trust yourself. You don't really listen to yourself. You might have these thoughts and these feelings, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. This is a good idea, but then you don't follow through. Why is that? It's because you don't trust yourself. So there's definitely a need for you to find that trust within yourself, and turning that gaze inward, revisiting that knowledge or that advice that was given to you that you just brushed to the side a little bit. Revisiting that will actually help you in changing that mindset and learning to trust yourself again. Using your intuition to differentiate between good advice and bad advice. I'm definitely feeling there may be a little bit of a disconnect between you and your intuition at this time. So it's definitely about trusting yourself and realizing that all paths lead home. There's no right or wrong path for you, group 1. And it's just about remembering that there's no right or wrong way to do things. We're all on different timelines. We're all on different paths. Whatever decision you make is going to be the right decision for you at that time. Yes, there may be paths that are a little bit easier, that have less roadblocks, less challenges, but sometimes those challenges are needed, those roadblocks are needed in order for you to learn the lessons that your soul needs. That way you can level up and you can achieve the things that you want in life. So yeah, it's just kind of remembering that, remembering that you have the knowledge. You already have the knowledge within you and what it is that you need to do to achieve the thing that you want. It's just about doing it, applying it to your life and following through at this time. Like for some of you, I'm hearing that you always think you need to exercise, right? You're like, well, starting next week, I'm going to try and exercise 3 times a week. And like, you need to do it, right? Because you had this thought. This is your brain, this is your body telling you, hey, it might be good to get some physical activity in. It'll be good for your health. And, you think it, you're like, okay, I'm going to do it next week. Next week rolls around, you don't do it. Why? There's a lack of trust in yourself. There's a lack of trust in yourself. Because if you really trusted in yourself, then you would have followed through with it. For some of you, it also might be a little bit of laziness, but once again, turning that gaze within, reorganizing your mindset a little bit, changing your perception a little bit, might help ignite that fire within you to start something and stick with it. What else can you tell me, Spirit? Group 1. What advice do you have for Group 1? Feeling lost or stuck? What advice? Okay, we've got 2 more. So, we have the Courageous Peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Okay, there's definitely a need for you to find your courage, Group 1, at this time. Find your courage to trust yourself. For many of you, trust yourself, trust your intuition. There's definitely a need for you to change that mindset a little bit, to find the trust in yourself, to have the courage to trust yourself. I'm definitely seeing Spirit is saying that at this time, you are in a way suppressing yourself. You're suppressing yourself. You're suppressing your knowledge at this time. And Spirit is saying that there's a need for you to tap back into who you are, to tap back into your own knowledge. Like I said, there's no right or wrong path, right? Yeah, you might still need to make some decisions here, and you might be scared that, oh, maybe I'm making the wrong decision. There is no wrong decision. Every decision is the right decision. It's the right decision for you on your path at this specific time. And it's just realizing that, shifting that mindset at this time. Let yourself be seen. See yourself, Group 1. This is what I'm hearing. See yourself. See your soul. Listen to yourself. Stop suppressing yourself. Stop suppressing your intuition. Stop suppressing your soul. Because it's only going to lead you down a more challenging path. Like I said, there's no right or wrong path. There's only more challenging paths, right? So if you continue to suppress yourself, if you continue to not listen to yourself and your intuition and your body, it's only going to lead you down a path that's a little bit more strenuous. It's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging. And like I said, sometimes those challenges are needed, but if you can avoid them, then why wouldn't you? And I would assume if you're clicking on this reading, you don't necessarily want to go down the most challenging path. Really, who does? If you can make the changes necessary to go down a path that's more smooth, of course, no path is free of challenges, but just one that's a little bit less challenging, a little bit more smooth, a little bit more easygoing. Of course, you're going to try and go down that path if you can. And that's why I would assume that you're here listening to this reading. And then we have wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Okay, so for some of you, I'm seeing that there might have been a little bit of a rush for something. There's a rush. You're really wanting something to happen. You're really wanting something to come to fruition, to be here physically in your 3D. Spirit is saying wait. Wait. Things are being woven at this time. Right now, it's just very crucial that you take care of yourself, you take care of your health. And as you're doing this, the universe is actually weaving together all the intricate details of the thing that you want. For some of you, this is a child. For others of you, this is a romantic relationship. It could really be anything that you want to come to fruition in your 3D. Spirit is saying now in this specific moment is not the right time, but it's because you haven't taken those steps that you need to take to better yourself, to prepare yourself for this new journey. And also, the universe hasn't finished putting your package together yet. I like to think of it kind of like a gift. The universe is there, they get your box ready, right? They're getting your box ready. They hear, oh, so-and-so wants a partner. Okay, well, first, we've got to shop for the partner. We got to figure out, what exactly does so-and-so want in this partner? What do they want? So the universe is shopping around, looking around all over the globe, weaving out who would be a perfect match for so-and-so, okay? That in and of itself takes a little bit of time. Then they find someone, okay, they might be a good match for so-and-so. So they find them, they, place order. And then they're getting the box ready, okay? They're getting the packaging ready. They're making it really nice and beautiful because they want to present it in a beautiful manner. This is a gift from the universe. And so they're getting the box ready. They're getting the tissue paper ready. Of course, then they gotta wait. They've got to wait for the person to be delivered, okay? Then once the person's delivered, they place them in the box. They're finishing packaging everything up. They put a nice little bow on top. And then the logistics of getting the box with your person in it, getting it to you. The logistics of getting it to you. Because really, it's not as simple as just, okay, I'm going to ship the package off and then they're going to show up at your front doorstep. Obviously, it doesn't work like that. This is just a little, visual. So the logistics of getting that gift to you, there's a lot of intricate details that goes into that. You have to be at the right place at the right time. And then, you have to come into contact, spark a conversation with this person. There's so many different things that go into it. It takes time. And in the meantime, Spirit is definitely urging you to better yourself right now. Better yourself as things are being woven and the intricate details are being thought out and laid out so that the universe can present to you the best possible gift that they can. Group 1. That is what I'm seeing with that. We're gonna get some more oracles. Let's see. We're gonna get one of these bad boys. See, Spirit, what can you tell group 1? What advice do you have for group 1? Group 1, feeling lost and stuck. What advice do you have for them? Okay, so we have Martyr, light attribute, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Shadow attribute, addiction to self-pity. So with this card, service to oneself is definitely sticking out to me. Like I said, at this time, Spirit is definitely urging you to basically take care of yourself right now. There is a big need for you to take care of your mind, your body, your soul, to shift your mindset, to find trust in yourself again so that you can make the decisions necessary to move forward in your life. And really making the decision to take care of yourself, to make these changes, to focus on your health, your mind, your body, your soul, that's a decision in and of itself. That decision is actually what's going to free you, group 1. Some of you might have an addiction to self-pity. Like you're always just thinking down to yourself. You're feeling like nothing you ever do is good enough, or maybe you feel like you're never going to be able to change, or whatever the case may be. Spirit is saying, stop thinking that way and just do. Stop thinking that way and just do. I'm getting heavily that some of you may you may have a thought of changing like your eating habits, for example, because maybe you want to lose a little weight, you want to lose a few inches, right? So you change your eating habits for a day, okay? And then the next day you're like, oh, well, maybe I can just, have a little bit of sugar. I'll just sprinkle a little bit of sugar in here, okay? And then the following day you're like, oh, I can do just a little bit more sugar than I did the previous day, right? It's fine. I'm still mostly eating healthy, right? And then the following day it's even more sugar, and then the day after that it's even more sugar until you're back at square one. And then in your mind you're like, I can never do anything right, I'm not losing weight, like I really tried to eat healthy and I just didn't lose any weight, nothing ever works for me. And it's just like, come on now. Come on now, you didn't stick to what you said you were going to do, which is why you didn't see the results, okay? So there's definitely a need for you to stick to what you say you're going to do. There's a need for you to have that discipline, that self-discipline, to stick to those routines and to make those changes that you are wanting to make, so that you can feel better and you can feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? And for some of you, this is just as simple as shifting your mindset. Mindfulness is really important for you, Group 1, at this time. I would encourage you to meditate. I would encourage you to possibly do some breath work. And then, of course, exercise. We all need exercise, even if it's just for like 10-15 minutes a day. We all have to start somewhere, okay? I'm also seeing that it's really important for you to not do too much at one time. Just let it kind of be gradual, especially if you find it very difficult to stick to a routine or to stick to these changes that you want to make in your life. Start small and then gradually increase, because if you start doing too much at one time, it will only further discourage you from sticking with it. So start small and enjoy the small accomplishments in the beginning, because that will keep you motivated, Group 1. Okay, last but not least, Spirit, what advice do you have for Group 1 to help them stop feeling lost or stuck? Okay. Alrighty, so we have Mirror, treat your body like the palace it is, and the number 4. I mean, what can I say, Group 1? This whole time we've been talking about you just needing to take care of yourself, taking care of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit. Spirit is just giving you another reminder. Treat your body like the palace it is. This is the vessel that enshrines your soul. Your soul is ready for a new journey at this time. It's like knocking on your door. It's almost there. It's almost there, Group 1. We do have weight here, but it's on its way to you. The reason it hasn't got to you yet is because you have not taken the time, you have not taken the energy, you have not had the willpower to make the changes necessary to help you feel better in your body and for you to gain the health so that you can sustain this journey. This journey is not for the faint of heart, okay? We have that Ace of Wands here, so it's definitely telling me it's something very passionate, something very exciting. It's just very fiery, you know? It's very, very fiery. It feels like it's something that's going to take a lot of energy, but in a good way. It's not going to be, it's going to be draining at times, because that's just what happens. We drain our energy, but it's draining your energy in a good way because you're so excited, you know what I mean? And in order for you to embark on this new journey, in order for you to have the energy to even start this journey, you have to go through this process of healing yourself, taking care of your health, eating right, exercising, changing your mindset, finding faith and trust and courage within yourself again. And only then will you be ready to embark on this new journey. So yeah, Spirit's just giving you that, last bit of advice. Treat your body like the palace it is, because it is indeed a palace, and it is the vessel that is going to take you on this new journey when you are ready and when the universe sees that you are ready. So that is all I'm seeing for you today, Group 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're staying safe and just taking it a day at a time. Today, we are going to be looking at any advice or anything Spirit wants to give you regarding your feelings of being stuck or lost at this time. This could literally, you feeling lost or stuck in any aspect of your life. We're just going to see what Spirit has to say, any advice or any knowledge Spirit wants to give you at this time regarding those feelings of being lost or stuck. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Your first oracle card here is Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Okay, Group 2. So some of you may be dealing with feelings of being a failure potentially in your mind. Maybe something recently hasn't gone to plan and you're feeling like you failed yourself at this time. Spirit is saying, understand that making a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I like to think that sometimes mistakes don't really exist in the sense that we think. When we think of mistakes, we think of something that wasn't supposed to happen. But in the same breath, a lot of us say what's meant to be will be. So, I mean, you may have a certain goal that you've tried to achieve. You may have had something that you were trying to work towards and it just didn't go to plan, and it feels like a mistake was made. But really, in the grand scheme of things, it just wasn't meant for you. You kind of just have to look at it that way, Group 2. So that's what we're seeing so far. Let's go ahead and get some tarot in here to get some further messages from Spirit. Spirit, tap me into the collective energy of Group 2. Group 2 feeling lost and stuck. What advice do you have for Group 2? What can you tell Group 2? Let's see, Spirit, what can you tell Group 2? We have the Four of Swords. Okay. We have Justice. What else can you tell Group 2? We have the Page of Pentacles. Can I get one more, Spirit? One more for Group 2, feeling lost and stuck. Okay. And we have the Emperor. Lovely. Okay. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot with the Hierophant underneath that. Okay. So Group 2, I'm seeing some of you taking a break at this time, or you're thinking about taking a break, or you just really need to take a break at this time with the Four of Swords here. Whatever this feeling of being a failure is, whatever didn't go to plan in your life, Group 2, I'm seeing Spirit is telling you, if you haven't already, to just take a step back and just relax. Take a rest right now. These feelings of being a failure, these feelings of feeling like nothing is going to plan, nothing is working out for you, it feels like it's kind of bombarding you in a sense, and there's definitely a need for you to just rest and regain your composure, and for you to realize that whatever didn't happen, it didn't happen because it wasn't meant for you. And going through this failure or this mistake is actually just another lesson that you had to go through in order for you to reach the thing that's actually truly meant for you. With Justice here, I'm seeing there needs to be balance restored. For some of you, I'm seeing that there may have been some kind of legal issue that didn't go to plan, or something with a contract. anything like that, any kind of legal work or anything regarding contracts or signing paperwork may not have gone to plan. For some of you, this might have been a court ruling and it didn't go in your favor. So now you're kind of just, in the slumps a little bit. But there's definitely, I see, it was kind of necessary, because this is going to allow balance to be restored in your life. I'm feeling like for many of you, like the scales in your life have not been equally balanced for a while. It feels like it's kind of just been tipped over one way for quite some time. And this feeling of being a failure, or this mistake, or this thing just not going the way that you had hoped it would, is actually, it's not so much going the opposite way, right? It's just bringing up this side so that we can regain that balance here. And this is also regarding the lessons that you need to learn at this time. This is a learning moment for you, group 2. With the Page of Pentacles here, I'm seeing that this is a learning moment that's actually going to lead you down a completely new path. Something very lucrative for many of you with the Page here. This is normally referring to some kind of new business venture, business opportunity. And with the Emperor here, this is divine masculine energy, but it's more so kind of like that go-getter energy. Many times some kind of entrepreneur, someone very well respected, someone that gets their stuff done and they're so successful at it. So I'm seeing that this past energy here of something not going to plan, something not working out in your favor, is actually just leading you to something even better. And with the Chariot here, it's coming faster than you may think, but you definitely have to go through this resting period, or just this reevaluation period, where you're just taking in the lessons that needed to be learned, because those lessons are going to carry over into this new beginning, this new opportunity, where you may be in a position of authority, you may have some kind of business, you may be in some kind of management role, whatever the case may be. You're going to have to take those lessons and apply it into this new path, this new career, or this new endeavor, whatever it may be for your situation. Those lessons are going to be necessary for you to achieve success in this new path. And that's why you have to go through this. And that's why the scales had to be balanced once again. Okay? And it sounds kind of crazy, maybe. It's like, why do I have to go through this feeling of being a failure in order to restore the balance in my life? Like, how does that work? But like I said, it feels like the scales had been tipped in your life, and it's like it came to a head, it came to a point, and now the balance is being restored, and this is going to allow you to move towards this new endeavor here. For many of you, this is regarding career, or just making money. Could also be something creative. I'm seeing many of you in a position of authority. You're going to have to make a lot of decisions here with the Chariot, and in order for you to make the right decisions, or the decisions that would be most beneficial to you or your company or your employees, you're actually going to have to apply the lessons that you learned in this past energy, with this failure or this mistake or this thing that just didn't go in your favor. So, I mean, yeah, it sucks in the moment, but it's something that's necessary in order for you to achieve something that's even greater and just better than what you could have ever imagined. So Spirit, what else can you tell me? Or what other advice do you have for group 2? What other advice do you have for group 2? Group 2. Group 2, feeling stuck or lost. What advice? Whoa. Oops. Okay, so we have wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. So we do have that Four of Swords energy here, which is all about resting, needing to take a time out to just breathe out, regain your composure here, like I said. So once again, this is Spirit just saying right now it's really important for you to take the time to rest. I'm feeling like there's a need for you to reflect on this past mistake or failure. There's a need for you to recognize the lessons that are attached to this energy here. There's a need for you to just, just chill out a little bit, think about it. For some of you, there's a need for you to realize what went wrong. For you to realize what went wrong, what could have gone better, how could it have gone better, and just recognizing that, unpacking that. That way, when you move into this new endeavor, you'll have those lessons under your belt. You'll have that extra knowledge under your belt, and that'll actually help you, of course, like I said, in this new endeavor, this new position, whatever the case may be. But Spirit is definitely telling you to just rest right now. Just chill out a little bit right now. Unpack what happened. Recognize the lessons that were attached to this ending, this failure. So we have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Oh my goodness. So like I said, with the extremes of life, this is feeling like I said, it felt like the scales were like tipped for a while. And this failure, this mistake, whatever it may be, whatever didn't go in your favor, it was necessary to bring things back into balance here, because you were kind of on the extreme of one side. You were tipped so far over on one side. So this needed to happen in order to bring the scales back into balance. And it feels like you're like, a little lost, a little stuck, because you've been in the extremes for so long. But Spirit is saying to surrender. Fall into the arms of the universe at this time. Allow things to play out the way that they need to. Just right now, there's a big need for you to just relax. Just relax. Let things play out the way it needs to at this time. And recognize the lessons that were attached to whatever didn't go the way that you had hoped or the way that you had planned, Group 2. Let's see. What other information can you give us, Spirit? Group 2. Ooh. Let's see, Spirit. What else can you tell Group 2? Okay. We have Mother, light attributes, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Okay. You know what I'm getting with this? For some of you, Group 2, you may have some kind of issues with a maternal figure in your life. This maternal figure may make you feel like almost guilty for your success, or it's like you are going against the things that this maternal figure may want you to do or what they would expect you to do, and they make you feel guilty for doing so, which, I mean, it almost feels like for some of you, you were in this energy of having to please this maternal figure. It feels like, yeah, you were in this energy of always having to please this maternal figure. You felt like you owed it to them for taking care of you, for bringing you up, for raising you, for giving you life, or, raising you in this life. And so you feel some kind of loyalty to them, and you feel like you have to do everything that they say. You have to do the things that would only make them proud, even if it goes against everything that you may want. And I'm seeing that some of you may have just recently gone against this maternal figure, or, this motherly figure, whoever it may be. It doesn't have to be a mother. It could just be any kind of maternal energy surrounding you. It feels like you may have just recently gone against what this person may have wanted from you, or may have wanted you to do, and they're making you feel guilty for doing so, and they're making you feel like a failure for doing so. For one, Spirit is definitely saying that you're not a failure for doing what you needed to do. You're not a failure for doing what you needed to do, for doing the things that you wanted to do, just because it goes against the things that this maternal figure may have wanted you to do, or may have wanted from you. I'm seeing some of you may have cut off ties with this figure. Maybe you're keeping them at an arm's length. You're keeping them from a distance. I'm seeing some of you may have like financially cut off this maternal figure. Whatever the case may be, Spirit is saying that, for one, it was necessary. Yes, it was hard. Okay, yes, it's hard, but it's necessary because that balance had to be restored. It was like, it was so extreme. You were tipped so far over with this person, and you had to bring upon that ending, or that ending had to be brought in to restore that balance here. Sorry, I had to like breathe out a little bit, but Spirit is just saying it was so necessary because now that balance is being restored into your life, and this is going to allow you to bring in those new beginnings filled with unconditional love. Because for some of you, you may have been dealing with someone that their love was conditional. It was heavily dependent upon the things that you could provide them, the things that you could do for them, or just doing the things that they wanted. And it feels like you're saying, no more. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I have to live for me. For others of you, I'm seeing that this may be regarding children as well. Like you may have children with someone, and you're kind of having to take custody of your children. Or it could be opposite, vice versa. You know, there might be something regarding custody here of children. Whatever the case may be, it just feels very necessary in order for this new beginning to come in. And it's like you're feeling lost, feeling stuck, like you just don't know what's coming up next. You're just in this energy of like, this just isn't going to plan. Nothing is going how I wanted it to, or how I expected it to. Everything is just in shambles. Everything's up in the air. There's just a lot going on here. But Spirit is just saying, just rest right now, and know that everything is happening the way that it needs to restore the balance. I just keep hearing that. Restore the balance, restore the balance. Rest. Wait. That unconditional love wants to come in, and that can be in anything. It could be in family, it could be in a relationship, it could be in a job, it could be in anything. That joy wants to come back, group 2. But in order for it to come back, we have to go through this rest period, this waiting period, this realizing the lessons that are attached to this ending, this whatever this failure may be for you, group 2. Realizing the lessons that are attached to it, taking those lessons into this new beginning, allowing the balance to be restored. A lot of you are gaining your power back. You're gaining your power back. It's like you were just knocked down, beat down to the ground, group 2. And now you're finding your strength again. Or you will be finding your strength again. And you'll be starting, many of you, from basically ground zero, but I see you rising to the top so quickly. so quickly. Like, you can't even comprehend how fast you will be rising back to the top, group 2. All right, last advice from Spirit. What advice do you have for group 2, Spirit, in regards to feeling stuck or lost? What advice do you have for group 2? Whoa, okay. So, we have nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Okay, so Spirit is definitely telling you, and we have the number 33. Spirit is definitely telling you to try and be in the moment at this time. It'll be very beneficial to try and remain here in the moment. Try not to think too heavily about the past or even the future. It feels like Spirit is just urging you to obviously I said just rest. Spirit wants you to be here, living in the moment, recognizing the lessons that you are here to learn in this moment. Planning a little bit, because of course planning is necessary, of course. But Spirit doesn't want you to harp too much on the past or the future right now. Don't get so caught up in things that are out of your control. Don't grasp onto the things that are no longer yours, to the things that are no longer beneficial for you or your life. Let the past be in the past and focus on the things that you can cultivate in the here and now. Focus on the joy that you can bring into your life in the here and now. Remember to rest. Continue to wait. Things are being woven at this time. It's not time yet. It's not time for this Page of Pentacles and the Emperor just yet, but it is coming, and it's coming quickly with the Chariot. But right now, things are being woven. Things are being cultivated. That balance is being restored, and Spirit just wants you to remain here in the moment, no matter how painful it may be, no matter how much of a failure you may feel like. It's necessary. It's necessary. It's all a lesson, group 2. It's all a lesson at this time. This is just like the hardest test that you may ever have to face. One of the hardest tests. I won't say the hardest, but one of the hardest tests that you may have to face at this time. And showing your strength in being in this struggle, being in this energy of feeling like a failure is only going to show the universe that you are ready for whatever it has to throw at you. Because I mean, we have that new beginning with that Page of Pentacles. We have that new beginning that wants to come in here. No, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows, but you're going to have the confidence and the strength to get through any hurdles you may have. And going through this is going to show the universe that, yeah, you can handle anything, group 2. So, yep, that is what I'm seeing for you, group 2. Just try and focus on the here and now, focus on the present moment. It might help to practice mindfulness, so like meditation might be really good for you, group 2. But yeah, just focus on the here and now. Don't think too much about the past, because the past is the past. You can't change it. It is what it is. The future is the future. It'll come when it's time, and things are still being woven right now. The future is uncertain. Things are still being woven, and so Spirit doesn't want you to think about it too much. Don't stress over it at the very least, because whatever be will be. So that is all I'm seeing for you today, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. I hope you all are doing well and you're staying safe and you're taking it a day at a time. Today's reading, we are going to be looking at any advice or any knowledge that Spirit can give you in regards to your feelings of feeling stuck or lost, and this can be in any aspect of your life. We're just going to see whatever comes through, whatever spirit can tell you to help guide you in moving forward and possibly getting out of those feelings of being lost or stuck. So please keep in mind, this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. So your first oracle card here is Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Okay, group 3. So I'm seeing that there may be a lot of struggle currently with feelings of envy, looking at other people, what other people may have and what you don't have. There's a need to stop comparing yourself to others, group 3. Comparing yourself to others, feeling bad about yourself because you're comparing yourself to people who are not on the same path as you, who are not on the same wavelength as you, is only going to keep you stuck and feeling lost. So that is what I'm seeing so far. We're going to get some tarot, get some more information from Spirit. Let's see, Spirit, what can you tell me? Group 3. Group 3 is feeling lost and stuck. What advice do you have for Group 3? What can you tell Group 3? The Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. Let's get one more, please, Spirit. What else can you tell Group 3 about feeling lost and stuck at this time? What else can you tell Group 3? Thank you. Alrighty, so like I said, we have the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. Okay. I knew exactly what this was about when I saw that Knight of Cups. All right. Two of Cups, we've got soulmate energy coming through a little bit. So I'm getting the feeling that many of you, Group 2, are envious of people in relationships. We have a lot of heavy romantic energy here. The Cups, a lot of emotional, lovey-dovey type feelings here. I'm feeling that many of you feel like you are not worthy, or that you are not, like, you're not ready for a relationship, but you want a relationship, but you feel like you wouldn't be able to build a long-lasting, stable relationship with someone. And you're looking at other couples and you're like, man, I wish I had that, but nobody loves me. Nobody wants me. I'm getting the sense that you like, you see these couples on like social media, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the case may be, YouTube, and it's like, yeah, they're kind of cute, but I'm gonna go take a bath with my toaster real quick because it's just sickening to see it. There's definitely like those feelings of envy regarding people in relationships. So for one, with the Magician here, Spirit is definitely saying you can definitely have the relationship that you want, Group 3. You have everything that you need to cultivate a stable, loving, long-lasting relationship. You have everything you need. In your mind, you may feel like you don't. You may feel like you lack something. Whether that be mentally, you think you lack, I don't know, just something mentally. You think maybe you lack beauty, which I'm going to tell you, you don't with this Queen of Pentacles here. You're absolutely beautiful, Group 3, okay? So let's get those feelings out the mind, okay? We're going to throw those in the trash because it's absolutely not true. Whatever the case may be, there's a feeling of lack here. There's a feeling of you not feeling good enough for a relationship. Spirit is saying that's not true, Group 3. It's absolutely not true. Stop lying to yourself. You have everything and more that you could ever need to have a loving, long-lasting, stable relationship, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles here, this is abundance. And this is also like the energy of just being like nurturing, and it's patient and it's kind and it's loving, and it's just feels good. You know what I mean? And so if you have not been connected to that energy of just love and light, Spirit is definitely calling for you to connect to that part within you at this time. I'm seeing that many of you are quite abundant, whether you realize it or not. Some of you might be financially abundant. For others of you, this may be in other ways, creatively abundant. You're intelligent. You're just beautiful. You just exude this love and light. And many of you don't even realize it. Group 3, you don't even realize the love that surrounds you and the aura that surrounds you and the energy that you put off into the universe. And the reason that you don't realize it is because you're stuck in this envy. You're stuck wishing that you had something that somebody else has, but it's like, honey, that is not for you. You looking at this other person, you two are not on the same path. You're not on the same wavelength. You're probably not even in the same universe, okay? You're on completely different paths. And what they have, if you had it, you probably wouldn't even like it. To tell you the truth, you probably wouldn't even like it. It probably wouldn't even satisfy you, Group 3. You're just looking at something from the outside and wishing that you had what they had on the outside, on the exterior. You don't know what goes on in the interior, Group 3. And so you might like what's on the outside, but on the inside, you might hate it. It might not even be fulfilling for you. So Spirit's definitely calling for you to just let go of that envy, let go of that comparison, let go of that just wanting what other people have, and realize that you have everything that you need to attract the things that you want and the things that are meant for you, Group 3. With the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups, I'm seeing that there's an offer that might want to come in soon. There's an offer. Some kind of love offer here that wants to come in. Oh my gosh, 6 of Wands underneath the Two of Cups. That's a major victory, Group 3. And then under that, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning in your favor at this time, Group 3, whether you realize it or not. But there's definitely a need for you to get out of that mindset of just looking at what other people have and wishing that you had that, because you have it. You have it, and you have that and so much more. So much more. And you know what I'm getting, Group 3? Many of you don't even realize this, but people look at you with envy as well. You don't even realize it. So many people look at you with envy because you're so abundant with this Queen of Pentacles, and you exude this love and this light. And you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. People actually look at you with envy. Like, you might be looking at a couple, right? A couple that appear to be lovey-dovey, okay? And one of the people in the couple are actually looking at you like, dang, I wish I was Group 3. I wish, you know, because you just exude this love and light and abundance. And like I said, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know the internals of the relationship. All you see is the exterior. Maybe it's the cute matching outfits, the holding hands, the PDA, whatever the case may be, but you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And so they're looking at you like, dang, I wish I was Group 3, or some of them, I wish I was with Group 3. So yeah, it's like you just don't know how desirable you are, Group 3. You have no idea how much people look at you with envy, whether it's because they want to be you or they want to be with you. You just have no idea. But I'm definitely seeing that there is a love offer. There is a love offer coming. That is as clear as day over here, okay? It's coming, and it's going to come at a time when you least expected with the Page of Cups. It's a surprise from the universe. So, surprise. But yeah, I'm seeing it's going to come at a time when you just least expect it. It actually might come at a time when you're feeling a little bummy, maybe, for some of you. Like, I'm seeing that some of you are like at a gas station or something. It's very weird. Like you're just doing errands, so you're just like in sweats, you know, just threw something on. You're not looking all fancy and, you know, put together, so to say. But you know, you're just running around doing your errands. Some of you I'm seeing at a gas station, you're just pumping your gas, and someone walks up to you and they're like, I think you are just the most beautiful person in the world. Can I get your number, please? So yeah, it's gonna come at a time when you least expect it. I'm seeing a lot of you go out and, like, say you go to the club or you go into the restaurants, to nice restaurants or whatever the case may be, looking for love, looking for that special someone, and you get all done up and then it's like nothing. It's just nothing. For one, you don't even realize people are staring at you. But number two, the reason that it's this way, the reason that you're not getting any bites on that fish hook that you just done up so nicely and pretty, is because spirit and the universe is needing you to realize your worth. They need you to realize that you possess everything that you could possibly need, and you don't even have to do any extra. Okay, and so that's why this offer is going to come to you at a time when you least expect it, when maybe you're looking a little bummy, you're just running errands, you know what I mean? Like, you're not expecting anyone to approach you. You could be at the grocery store, you could literally be doing anything, the most mundane of tasks that we all have to do, and someone's going to approach you because they think you're just so beautiful. They think that you are just the most beautiful person in the world, or the most handsome person in the world. They love your energy, group 3. Let's see, Spirit, what else can you tell me? What else can you tell group 3 about their feelings of being lost and stuck? What advice do you have for group 3? Okay. The Great Severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Group 3, softening to love. So, with this card here, group 3, I am seeing, okay, I have to point out that these colors are like going together with the envy and the Mars energy. Like, I'm seeing that this envy that has been plaguing a lot of you, this envy of seeing relationships and cute couples and all that good stuff, it's coming to an end here. It needs to come to an end because there's this love offer that wants to come in, but it can't come in, or you won't even be able to see it if you don't released goodness, if you don't release this envy and this feeling of lack or this feeling of unworthiness. This envy is holding you back. This is what's keeping you stuck. You have to soften to the love that's all around you, not just the love that is directly towards you, coming towards you, or directed at you. You have to soften to all the love in the world. So instead of being envious of couples that you see, of relationships that you see, you need to switch the mindset and be like, wow, that's really nice. I'm happy for them. Because, I mean, that's the only way that you can attract more love, is by exuding that love. And you have that love. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. You have that love and that nurturing energy within you naturally. But it's like you close that off because of those feelings of envy. So it's softening to the love that's all around you, even if it's not directed at you. Softening to the love that you see and saying, hey, that's just really nice. That couple over there is a really beautiful couple. I wish them nothing but the best. Instead of being like, look at that couple over there, being all lovey-dovey. Nobody wants to see that. And then being negative, okay? That's only going to further block you. It's only going to keep you feeling stuck and lost even more. So softening to all the love that the world has, even if it's not directly at you. letting go of that anger, that resentment, or that envy. It's letting that go is very, very crucial for you at this time, group 3. What else can you tell me about group 3, Spirit? What else can you tell group 3? Okay. So we have earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Being in the world, but not of it. So, you know, there's this is kind of like a trend, right? Of like, you know, seeing cute couples and then being like, oh, that's cute, but I'm gonna go sleep on the train tracks tonight. You know, like that's like a trend that I see a lot on like TikTok and stuff. And that is, you know, an energy of envy. That's envy. And it's not really, you know, the most positive energy to be putting out into the world. And it's not going to help you attract this love at all. I can tell you that right now, group 3. It's not going to help you attract the love that you want for yourself. So with Earth here, I'm seeing that there's a need for you to release yourself from those trends, you know, those trends and just things that a lot of people partake in and do, being in the world but not of it. You're going down your own path. You are releasing the envy and instead clinging onto love, softening to love. Allowing yourself to see the beauty in everything surrounding you rather than seeing it with envy and being like, I wish I had that, but I'm just going to be negative. You know, because it's not doing anyone any favors. It's not doing anything to the other couples that you may be seeing, and it's not doing anything to help you. So it's just releasing that and allowing yourself to be released from those trends. And, you know, it's almost like being envious of relationships. It's almost expected in this world, in this society. So it's just releasing yourself from that and realizing that envy isn't going to get you anywhere. It just isn't. You have to be able to soften to love and to see the love and light in everything. Even if it's something you want, it's fine. You know, you can see something and be like, oh, I wish I had that, but good for them. Rather than, oh, I wish I had that, but I'm going to go sleep on the train tracks tonight, or I'm going to take a bath in my toaster. Like, those thoughts, they're not helping anyone. They're really not. And I know, like, a lot of people say these things because it's just funny. And don't get me wrong, it is kind of funny, but when you're constantly having those thoughts, it's just blocking you. Just blocking you. It's not doing you any favors, group 3. So just keep that in mind. All right. Whoa, that did not go as planned. All right, Spirit, what else can you tell group 3? What else can you tell group 3 about their feelings of being lost and stuck? Okay. So we have servant. Light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. What does that say? Free and loving heart? Shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Okay. So I'm seeing that for some of you, you may feel like you are not worthy of whatever it is that you want. Like I said, for many of you, I'm getting the energy that this is love. Okay. You may feel like you're not worthy of this because maybe you feel like you're not financially independent enough, or you're not, you know, at a certain level that you feel like you should be to have a relationship with someone. First of all, no, you have everything you need. Okay. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. And then on top of that, we have this feeling of envy. You're closing your heart off from love, whether you realize it or not. You, like, naturally you have this energy of love and light with, oh goodness, you have this energy of love and light surrounding you. It's in your aura. People feel it. But when you have this envy clouding it, okay, mixing all up in there with your love and light, things get a little bit jumbled here, okay? And then it's like, well, you know, I don't know if I can approach so-and-so because they look bomb, okay? They're very beautiful, very handsome, but they've got this kind of like weird energy around them. I can't quite pinpoint it. They seem like they're really nice. They seem like they could be very loving, but they kind of got a stank face right on right now. I don't know why. So like that's blocking you. There's a need for you to see all aspects of the world with love and light. Having that free and loving heart and opening that up to everyone and everything that you see. Okay, and that's not to say like not have boundaries. Obviously always have boundaries, those are important. It's just releasing those negative feelings of envy and inadequacy, because that's only further blocking you at this time. And also using this lack mentality. For some of you, this is regarding money. For others of you, this could be other things. It could be like maybe you feel like you're physically not in a place where anyone would want you, or maybe you think you're not smart enough, or you're just not successful enough. Whatever the case may be, you're using that as an excuse not to move forward in life. And Spirit is telling you, stop doing that, group 3, okay? You're not doing yourself any favors. It's like you're doing this on purpose, whether you realize it or not. It's like you're keeping yourself stuck in this lack mentality, in this envious mentality, and it's only keeping you stuck. There's a need for you to release that and to release yourself from the trends of the world, the trends of being envious of people. It's a need for you to release from that, and opening yourself up to all love that is available in the world. That way you can exude that love and light that is naturally a part of you. That way you can attract those love offers. I did see, yeah, we did have that 7 of Cups too. So for some of you, you actually might have options. So, you know, attracting those different options, and then it's like you're gonna have the upper hand. You know what I mean? You're gonna have the upper hand and you don't even realize it. You're blocking your own blessings by being in this state of envy and the lack mindset, and using what you think you don't have as an excuse to not move forward. And if you keep doing that, then guess what? You're not going to move forward. Plain and simple. Let's see. What else can you tell me, Spirit? Group 3. This is our last card. Last advice from Spirit. What last advice do you have for group 3, Spirit? Regarding something stuck and lost. What advice do you have for group 3? Thank you. So, number 3 for group 3, we have Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. Okay, group 3, so Spirit is telling you to chill. Spirit is definitely telling you to chill right now. Taking some time for yourself, for sure. I'm seeing that many of you might like to do yoga, or you should try and do yoga. Okay, that might actually help you with your envy mentality and your lack mentality. Like I said, for some of you, you may feel like you're physically not ready, or like physically not desirable enough for a relationship. So I'm seeing that for some of you, you may get into yoga and that might actually make you feel better. Okay, once again, you're already desirable. Okay, group 3, like, people already see it. I see it in your cards. Okay, you're already desirable no matter what you look like. People be looking at you whether you realize it or not. But just for your own sense of, I guess, like self-esteem, doing yoga might help, or Pilates. But I'm just seeing Spirit is just saying, just chill, just relax, take a day for yourself, pamper yourself a little bit if you haven't done that in a while. It doesn't have to be anything expensive, you know, it could just be something chill, low-key. It could be as simple as just like going to the park and relaxing. For some of you, going out and like doing something just where you're just chilling, you know, just relaxing. You don't really have necessarily a purpose, like, if that makes sense. Like, you're not going to do anything in particular, but you're just going out and just having time for yourself also might be a way that you will come in contact with a potential lover. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. What, like, regardless, it's something mundane, something that it's like you're not intentionally going out to meet someone. It's like you're just doing what you need to do for yourself, whether that's running errands or just trying to relax and nurture yourself a little bit. I'm seeing that you doing that is actually going to attract someone into your life. So you just have to remember to release those feelings of envy and that lack mentality, okay, group 3, and only then will you be able to attract this love and actually be able to recognize it and go towards it and accept it. So yeah, release that envy, soften to love, and release the lack mindset, and remember that you have everything that you need. You're so desirable, group 3. You have everything that you need and more, okay? It's just recognizing that and softening to all the love in the world. So that is all I'm seeing for you, group 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi group 4, welcome to your reading. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're staying safe and just taking it a day at a time. Today's reading, we are going to be looking at any advice or knowledge Spirit can give you about why you're feeling lost or stuck at this time, and this can be regarding anything in your life. So yeah, we're just going to take a look and see what comes through, what Spirit wants to tell you, and any advice Spirit can give to help you move forward. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Your first oracle card here is loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Okay, group 4. So many of you may be feeling lonely at this time, dealing with feelings of loneliness. I'm seeing many of you may be craving a sense of community here with this picture. There's like a calling for your soul tribe. Like, it feels like you're just needing to find your people, or you want to find your people at this time. So many of you might be feeling lonely and kind of just stuck in that loneliness at this time. It's like some of you, I'm seeing you try to make friends, but then it just never really works out. It never really goes anywhere. You can't really connect on a deep level like you want to. I'm seeing some of you just struggle making friends. Some of you are even scared of making friends this time. Some of you may have been hurt in the past by people that you have called your friend. So it's like you're very wary of it. Whatever the case may be, I'm seeing that there's a need, or that you really want to find your people. You want to find your soul tribe at this time, and you're kind of just feeling stuck and in limbo when it comes to that. So let's see what information we can get from Spirit. Spirit, tap me into the collective energy of group 4. What can you tell group 4 about their feelings of being stuck and lost? What can you tell group 4? The Magician. What can you tell group 4? Emperor. What can you tell group 4? Can I get one more, please? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Magician, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, the Two of Wands, and we have the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, under that, the Page of Swords. So yeah, with that Page of Swords underneath the Nine of Swords, it always feels like you're always in the beginning stages of cultivating relationships and friendships, but then it just never works out with the Nine of Swords. It's like you can't get past that beginning stage for some reason. Okay, so with the Magician here, I'm seeing that Spirit is trying to tell you right now, like, yeah, we need connection. Yeah, it's important to have relationships with other people. We're humans. It's what we've got to do. But I'm seeing that with the Magician here, Spirit is almost telling you to cultivate a relationship with yourself first. There's a need for you to, in a sense, become your best friend. Spirit is saying, know that you are never alone. At the end of the day, you always have yourself and your spirit team. Even though you can't, like, physically see them, right? They're there and they're helping you any way that they can with the Magician here. They are helping you and you don't even realize it in group 4. But I'm definitely seeing Spirit is just saying to remember to cultivate that relationship with yourself, to have that relationship with yourself, to build that connection to yourself before you seek it externally, because this is also part of the reason why maybe friendships don't last or they never really get off the ground. It's always like that beginning stage. You can never really build that deep connection with people that you crave and that you want, and it's because you don't have it with yourself just yet. Know that your team is working in the background, like bringing your people to you, your soul tribe to you, but there's a need for you to still have that relationship with yourself first, because then you'll be able to build those long-lasting friendships and relationships with other people, with your soul tribe, and it'll finally be able to get to that deeper level with them. With the Emperor here, I'm seeing that there is a need for you to, I guess, find your confidence in being quote unquote alone. And of course we have, you're never really truly alone, okay? We've gone over that, but like being by yourself, being one with yourself, there's a need for you to be comfortable with that. With the Emperor here, find confidence in that. Like, once again, it's like cultivating this relationship with yourself is so important right now. That's how you're going to be able to move forward and get out of this feeling of being lost or stuck when it comes to friendships or relationships. It starts with you internally. Not to say that there's anything like wrong with you, you know? It's like, I'm not trying to point the finger at you and be like, you're the problem, you're the reason why relationships never work out or friendships never work out. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's really important to cultivate that relationship with yourself first, okay? Because then that's the only way you'll really be able to cultivate those relationships with other people. And before the universe and spirit sends you your soul tribe, you've got to work through this, okay? You got to do this part first before you can come into union with your soul tribe. With the Queen of Wands here, once again, I am seeing this like confident, exuberant energy that you need to kind of tap into right now if you haven't already. I'm seeing many of you may think that you're like really confident, or you think, you know, you think that there's nothing wrong, there's nothing that you can do to better yourself when it comes to relationships. I'm seeing many of you actually might kind of put it on other people. Others of you, I'm seeing that you do lack this confidence, and that's something that you need to work on within yourself in order to bring in your soul tribe and to have those relationships that you crave. With the Two of Wands here, this is all about planning and looking to the future. I'm seeing you looking to the future, but not really putting in the work in the present. And it's like you're stuck on these feelings of loneliness and these feelings of not having anyone that you can truly just be completely yourself and be deep with. But you're looking to the future, but you're not really taking note of the present moment and seeing, well, what can I do to bring this in, or what can I do? There must be something that I can do to better my relationships going forward. And I'm seeing that there's a need for you to do that, to say, what can I do? There's a need for you to put on your big girl or big boy, big person pants right now, group 4. There's a need for you to step into your confidence and to realize that it starts with you, like it starts within. It starts with cultivating that relationship with yourself and standing in your own power, realizing that at the end of the day, you've always got yourself and you've got your spirit team. You don't need anyone. Sure, it'll be nice, it'll be nice. And yes, relationships are important and all that, especially as human beings, but at the end of the day, if you just have yourself, you're going to be fine. And it's realizing that you don't need anyone to survive, okay? You don't need to have anyone to be in your power, okay? That power has to come from within. That strength has to come from within. It can't be, I'm seeing many of you, maybe you seek external validation. You can't do that. You can't do that. The only validation you need is from yourself, group 4, okay? And it's just recognizing that. Looking to the future, planning your life out. Whether people are going to be with you or not, you're still going to be on your grind. You're still going to do what you got to do. Whether or not people support you or they're going to follow you or back you, okay? There's like a big need for you to just step into your power right now and just realize that you have everything. You don't need to seek anything externally. Whether that's like emotional support or, I don't know, anything. Whatever it is that you are seeking in other people, there's a need for you to realize that it's within yourself. Stop seeking it externally. Seek it within you, because only then will you be able to bring in your soul tribe and the people that are meant for you and the people that you'll actually be able to build these deep connections with. Like, yes, they are coming. Your soul tribe is coming. I don't want to like make you feel like, oh, I'm just going to be by myself forever. No, of course not. But there's steps that need to be taken before you can reach your soul tribe. And this is the step that you need to take, realizing that you have everything that you need within you. You do not have to seek these things externally. Yeah, that's kind of the gist that I'm seeing so far, group 4. We're gonna get some oracles here, get some more information from spirit. The reason you're feeling lost or stuck right now is just because you haven't realized that you have complete power and authority to change your own life, to move yourself forward. It's like you're waiting on someone to do it for you, but you don't have anyone around, really. That makes sense. And it's like you have to realize that all the power, all the authority lies within you, group 4. Only you can move yourself forward, not other people. What else can you tell me, Spirit? What else can you tell group 4 about feeling lost or stuck? Okay. We have Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. So I'm definitely seeing with this card here, Spirit is asking you to stay grounded at this time. Stay grounded in reality. Stop, in a sense, stop wishing upon a star for things that, things that you have complete control over. I definitely feel like a lot of you, or some of you, you seek things in other people. You seek validation or you seek support from other people, and you don't get it. You don't get that thing that you're seeking from other people. You end up in this 9 of Swords energy where you're just sad and stressed and depressed and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, what you're doing wrong is that you're seeking these things externally in the first place. You have everything that you need within you, group 4. Spirit is saying stop wishing upon a star and start making moves. Start making moves, group 4. And stay grounded in reality here. Yes, it's nice to, you know, dream and think. I don't know. It's nice to wish upon a star sometimes, right? But right now, Spirit is calling you to ground yourself in reality and to make the moves necessary to bring happiness back into your life, or to bring the joy and the things that you want into your life. No one's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself, group 4. What else can you tell me, Spirit? What else can you tell group 4 about feeling stuck or lost? Okay. We have baby steps. Action. What did I just say? You've got to do the work, group 4. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay. Some of you are really stuck in your head. Some of you are really stuck in your head, especially when it comes to taking these next steps or doing what it is that you want to do, because you're relying on an external validation. You're relying on other people to back you. Spirit is saying, stop that. Stop it, group 4, okay? Action. It's time for action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. This is what Spirit is telling me is, group 4, it's time for you to take action before you even have, like, I guess all your plans made up. Which sounds kind of crazy. Like, we always say, you know, you want to have your plan and you want to try and execute your plan as well as you can, okay? Because, I mean, of course, there's always going to be unforeseen circumstances and things like that. But right now, Spirit is saying you're in your head a lot, and you're kind of in, like, this mind space that doesn't even really make sense with the reality right now. So there's a need for you to let that go and just start moving. Start taking action towards the things you want. Stop relying on external validation or other people, or, you know, feeling like you need to have other people in your corner backing you up with something in order to do it, or for it to be successful, whatever the case may be. With the Emperor here, I'm seeing some of you might be doing some kind of startup company or starting some kind of business. For some of you, this could be creative. Some of you, I'm seeing tech with that Two of Wands here. Some of you might be creating an app, or I don't know, whatever the case may be. It feels like you're trying to do something that maybe people generally are like, that's kind of tough to break into. I don't know if you should actually be doing that. Or, you know, it's like they don't have the faith in you to do something because it's really hard to get into, to break into, to be successful at. So then there's this feeling of loneliness because nobody's backing you, and you can't cultivate these long-lasting relationships with people because they think you're crazy. But Spirit is saying, do that thing that people tell you isn't going to succeed. Do that thing that people tell you is not going to get you anywhere. Do that thing that people say they're not going to support you in. You got to do it, because for one, you can do it. You have everything you need. The Magician, you have the potential to be successful with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. And in the end, when you are successful, these people are going to be looking at you and be like, wow, they did it. They did it. And it's going to be so mind-boggling and baffling. And I'm seeing that some people that maybe pushed you away when you said you wanted to pursue this thing because they thought you were crazy, And then once you're successful, they're coming back and they're like, hey, remember me? I always said that you could do it. I always knew that you'd be able to do it. And it's just like, yeah, whatever. Get out of my face. You know, I'm seeing that for many of you. Like, this success is going to come in, and then all these people are going to try and flood back into your life. But by then, I feel like you're going to have your soul tribe anyways. It feels like once you take those initial baby steps, at the very least, then you're going to start seeing your soul tribe come in, the people that believe in you, believe in your dream, and that are going to help you. And so it's like you kind of just got to get it off its feet. You got to get yourself off your feet. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dream, whatever it may be. Let's see, what else can you tell us, Spirit? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell Group 4? Group 4. Okay. We have Thief. Light attribute. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you. I'm always so tongue-tied. Goodness gracious. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Shadow attribute. Stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So with this card, Group 4, I am seeing that Spirit is asking you to tap into that light within you. That potential wealth is sticking out heavily to me with the Emperor here. It's like you have something, Group 4. There's something about you that there's like an idea or just something that you have within you that has the potential to be so incredibly successful. But you are relying on external validation, help from other people, backing from other people, approval from other people to even start this thing. You're allowing people to talk you out of it. You're allowing them to steal this light within you, this light that could lead to potential wealth, Group 4. And Spirit is urging you to take it back. Take it back and safeguard it as much as you possibly can, because you just have no idea how successful you could be with whatever it is that whatever this idea or this thing that you want to do, that people tell you that you're crazy or that you just won't be successful at it. You will be. I'm telling you right now, Group 4, you will be successful at it. You have everything you need to be successful in whatever it is that you want to do. And there's a need for you to hold on to that light and that spark and that idea and that thing you want to do. And don't let anyone try to take that away from you. And because it's like you are relying on the validation of other people and the approval of other people before you even start, you're allowing them to take that light from you. Spirit is saying, take it back. Take it back. It belongs to you, Group 4. It belongs to you. Take it back and safeguard it. Take those baby steps. Take those initial steps. It might not make sense to other people. It might not even make sense to you. You might feel like, I'm crazy for doing this. Yeah, you might be. You might be a little crazy. But let me tell you, you're going to be so successful, Group 4. So successful. And like I said, I'm feeling like for many of you, after you take these initial baby steps, once you take this light back, safeguard it, and take those initial baby steps, and you're feeling like, this is a little crazy, I don't know if I should be doing this, your team is going to come in at that time and help you out, Group 4. That's when you're going to find that soul tribe, that help, that backing up, the people that are going to believe in you and your dreams. You just have to take that initial step for yourself, Group 4. You have to realize that you have the power. You have everything you need to take those first steps. No matter how crazy it may sound or be, don't let people try and talk you out of it. There's a need for you to just hold on to this light within you. Don't let anyone try and take it away. Don't let anyone try and talk you out of it because it's a little out there or they think you won't succeed, because you can do whatever you want in group 4. With the Magician here, you can do whatever you want and be successful at it. Okay, we're going to get some last advice from Spirit. All right, Spirit, group 4. Whoops. What last advice can you give group 4 at this time for their feelings of being lost or stuck? What last advice can you give group 4? Okay. Ah, I love it. I love it. Okay, we have number 6. Dragons. Slay them all, group 4. Slay all the dragons. I love it. Spirit is saying go for it. The thing that scares you, the thing that people say that you won't be successful at it, do it. Take this as your confirmation. Do it. Do it. Slay them all. Baffle them all. Prove all of these people wrong. Group 4. All of these people that say you can't do it, that won't back you, that won't support you, prove them wrong. That's what Spirit is saying. Prove them wrong, because you will. You will prove them wrong. You have everything that you need to be successful. Don't allow them to take your light from you. Take it back. Safeguard it. And do what you got to do. Prove everyone wrong, group 4. I just keep hearing that. Prove them wrong, prove them wrong, prove them wrong, group 4. Because you will prove them wrong. You will. You definitely will. So, that is all I'm seeing for you today, group 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye!